Let's get the stream set up here. Let's get to it. Let's see, where are we with the tune? That's good. I'm gonna check the camber real quick. It's cold tires. Woo! Good brain. Camber looks good. I think we're good. Just in time for the race start. First race of the day. Trying to be real smooth with the throttle. We don't have any traction control or ABS and no wing. It's the factory ducktail wing on it. And I feather the throttle here. Hey, good morning, Thor. I got the audible ding that time, so I guess restarting the OBS fixed that. It was weird how it just quit working suddenly yesterday. How you doing this morning? Thread the nickel here. Just waking up, yeah. Uh-oh, running late, huh? I was on the job hunt this morning. I looked around. I didn't actually find anything I wanted to apply to yet, so I'm going to try to look some more later. See if I can find something. Really want a remote IT job where I can work from home. Actually raining out here today. Just a very light rain. Kind of nice. I got the windows open. A little muggy, but not too bad. Raining, yeah. Whoa. Oh, shit. Lowell's a handful this morning. Oh, shit. Man, that turn's got me. Tires are all yellow and hot. Just have to be so gentle on the throttle. Negative bank turn there. This is the one that keeps getting me. Well, that's the one up here, I think. Alright, catch you in a few, bro. Don't forget to take an umbrella or a rain jacket. Which corner is it I keep going off? The problem, I don't recognize it until it's too late. I think it's this one here. Just gotta turn a lot sharper right there. Yeah. Man. I guess from racing in that R class last night with the race slicks, this feels super slippery now on the sport tires. Easy does it. I checked the camber and the front tires. They look pretty good. Feels like a double check it, make sure I didn't miss something. That's about right. Seeing about 0 degrees on a 90-degree turn. This means the tire is pretty flat to the pavement around the corners. That's the one I keep going off. Almost the drift. Old school Merkur. What do they call, like a XR3 or something? They were a very strange looking car back in the day. That odd wing on the back. Flip that corner a little bit too much there. That can't make that turn. Smooth as fast. A little later in the brake zone there. 150 feet instead of the usual 200. Seem to take it all right. I don't ever drive in this view, but it's kind of interesting to see how the car wiggles around. Oh no. Yeah, I better get out of this view. That's not my bread and butter. I think the reason I struggle in that view is in the in-car view, I don't rely on what I see to determine the attitude of the car. I rely on what I feel and what I hear with the tire noise and stuff like that. When I'm in that third-person view, I kind of focus on what the car is doing. I stare at it, and then I overcorrect. Hey, good morning, Samantha. How you doing? What you got going on today? It's rainy here. It's just a light rain outside. It's like it feels like it's probably like 65 or 70 degrees. It's pretty cool outside. Oh, I just asked how you doing. Race is almost over. The lights just flickered here. You emailed me the final file. Okay, I appreciate it. Yeah, I think I saw it earlier. I extracted the zip file, but I haven't. I tried to Hang on, we might lose power here. The lights keep flickering. I tried to upload the file, but it didn't like the format for. Oh, well, there goes the lights again. We're absolutely going to lose power here, probably. I'll have to play with it some more today and see if I can get Twitch to accept it. I don't know if it was this. I know there was 3 different sizes. Maybe I was uploading one that was too big or something. And I'm not sure it's like in the animated version, so I'll have to look and see where it is in Twitch that I can upload the animated version instead of just a flat image. I tinkered with it a little bit yesterday, but I was in the middle of a stream and I just forgot about it this morning. So I didn't spend much time on it yesterday at all. But it looks cool, so I'm eager to get that in there. Do you have a lot of work ahead of you today with the graphic designs? And by the way, I haven't forgotten. I still got to. I was going to do a shout out for you on Instagram and I think X. We talked about X too. So I still fully intend on doing that for you. $50 seconds left in the race. Mr. Mercur. Woo! Look out, buddy. I think we should end the race with a celebratory donut. There we got it. First podium finish of the day. Okay. Okay. Yeah, we'll do some. We'll do a post on Instagram. I just gotta figure out how I'm gonna word it and stuff. Hadn't really given it much thought yet, but I will. A little cross promotion helps. You got some other stuff you're working on today for some other people? Check on this R class and see if there's a bunch of cars in there or not. Kind of early in the morning here in the States, so. It's a big old circle track. Interesting. I don't usually do circle track races, but they're a good change up sometimes. Lightning outside. Might be able to pick up the rain on the mic. Pretty good now. Work on the stream starting, student screen. Well, that's cool. Okay, yeah. Feel free to post links to stuff in here, it'd be fine. Oh, Logo didn't get the upgrades on the vlog. Okay. Let's check back with the multi-class. I don't think it's raining hard enough. It's actually going to come in the window. I think we're okay here. Comes a flood, I may have to shut that window. It gets warm in my office, so I have a kind of a box fan, so to speak, on the window, kind of exhausting the heat out. When it gets crazy rainy, I can't leave that window open. Rice banana. Speed turtle. Alright. I should do a little practice. I think this is the short version of the course. It's only about a minute per lap. So we'll probably only do about 10 laps. Headphone wire and get wrapped around my steering wheel. I don't think there's a more patriotic looking car than the way I painted this one. Oh, it's a little different here. Vince and Dino. Double check the camber. Pretty good. That looks about right on the front. If I'm turning right, I'm looking at that front right wheel's camber. And what I want to see when I'm almost fully locked is that negative value go close to 0. 0 would mean that the tire is flush with the surface. I'm looking at the front left. It's about 0.3 or so there. Pretty close to 0. I might have a little too much camber actually, but every corner is a little different in how much the radius is, and also some turns are banked different. So if all the turns were flat, then you could easily set the camber. In fact, on a flat surface, you can just come to a stop. Okay, this is tilted, so that's not a good spot to check camber. Race is about to start, so you want to get it dialed in before it starts. So you can find a flat section that's not tilted too much. They're wildly different. Front right's at 2.7, the left is at 1. That's definitely not flat ground. Man, those rear tires are just not hooking at all today. Everything feels really slippery. Should be a flat piece over here, we can test it. All of it's got a pitch to it, doesn't it? Even going straight here, you can see the camber numbers are different on the front left and right. A little bit of a bank to it. I think it's good though. Seeing close to 0 on the direction I'm turning. Yeah, I think we'll leave it alone actually. Race is about to start. What do we got? What is that? Is that a Holden? Yeah, it is a Holden. 88 Holden Commodore. I don't know if anybody ever saw the original Mad Max movies. I think they used a Holden because the car was, the movie was shot in Australia. And that's where those cars come from, the Holdens. This guy's got a 92 Toyota Supra. Those were the odd year Supras. They weren't as popular. And then I'm running the Lola, 1969 Lola. That's what you bought back then if you couldn't afford an AC Cobra, a Shelby Cobra, or you couldn't afford a Ferrari. You bought one of these from the UK and dropped a Chevrolet engine or whatever engine you wanted to run in it. There's still some on the track today. I've seen some videos of a guy that's got a green one And it looks and sounds almost exactly like this, so the game's pretty immersive. You kind of forget you're playing a game sometimes. See, we got some viewers on Twitch and YouTube and TikTok. Good morning, everybody. Welcome aboard. Glad to have you. It's early in the States, about 6:50 a.m. in Tennessee. A rainy day. Nice and cool outside, though. I like that. Whoops. We get a head start. I think we'll just pace them. Having to pat the throttle, we're kind of waiting for traction to come on. Tires are, they look white on the screen, the bottom right, so you'd think they're warmed up, but actually these tires don't hook very good until they're about 200 degrees. They're probably in the 170s, 180s now. Yeah, the fronts are 190, the rears are 190 roughly. And they'll cool off on the straightaway, because there is rolling resistance, but there's not lateral friction. Yeah, I like that old Supra. A buddy of mine had one just like that. This was a 86 and a half. They did a half-year version, and you could get them with and without a turbo. And they had a target top, so that center top, the center section of the roof, you could remove it. It was almost like a convertible. Now this one, that one does not appear to have a target top. Looks like a solid roof. Let's catch up with this other guy, see what he's doing. And the Holden Commodore. Front tires are getting close to temp. Blip the throttle and put some heat in the rear. Now they're too hot. Cooked them a little bit, so now it gets real greasy. There's a sweet spot about 200, 210. That's where we want to be ideally. There's the Holden Commodore. Ooh, look at that body roll. Oh my. Right side of the car about to hit the ground. He needs to put in some firmer anti-roll bars. That makes the car feel like it's twisting. Wow, that is a ton of body roll. So it's putting all the weight on the right side of the car. That makes the left side light. Makes it lose traction. That car would be a lot faster if it had firm suspension on it. He's trying to ease me off the road here. Oh, buddy. He might have to change his shorts after that race. After that corner. cones had it coming. I didn't like the way they were looking at me. Probably exit this race and head to the next one. These guys are too slow. America. Good donuts. Alright. See if we can find a race with some competition. Alright. We made it to the S safety rating. That's the top safety rating. And skills 4853 out of 5,000 possible. So moving on up. Road America, and then our class is doing Barcelona, Catalonia. Barcelona, that would be Spain, wouldn't it? Whoops, I hit escape on accident. Let's see if we got some racers in here. Was this Wisconsin or something? Cheese people advertisement. I don't remember where Road America is actually. Oh, there we go. Roberto's in here. Roberto. He's crazy fast. Anybody that's got like a team name before their name, they're usually crazy fast. That's the reason they're in a team. 9 laps, okay. Is there anything we need to change? I don't think so. Let's play with the rear tire and see if we can find some more traction. 23 pounds of air pressure when it's hot. That's a little better actually. 83.7. I think they were underinflated a little bit. Braking distance is getting better with more pressure. Somebody's on the microphone this morning. $83.7, $215.2. Yeah, it seems to prefer more pressure. Let's try the front. Yeah, lower pressure gets braking distance is going higher and higher. Yeah, I think 25.8 is about right, and that's pretty reasonable in the real world. Around on a race tire, around 26 pounds. On a drag slick or a drag radial, I used to run about 18 pounds, very low. I wanted the tires to balloon out and lay flat for best high RPM launches from a dead stop. Down, up, down, up. 1, 2, 3. Fourth gear's weird. Okay. What's wrong with fourth gear? Should be more like that. Not a big difference, but that makes this more linear. It's starting low, goes up, it kind of arcs almost. This last gear could be even longer, but we don't really have any need to go over 200. Most of the tracks you'd be lucky if you got to 190. So, and we've already set the camber, toe, caster, anti-roll so the body doesn't twist at all. And I made the rear suspension a little firmer to help the car rotate. Sometimes you make the rear end too soft and it just kind of squats instead of turns. If we were drag racing, we would make the rear shocks way softer, a couple 100 pounds softer, but it's only one time you're drag racing. That's at the very start of the race. After that, you need it to be super firm for turns. And we got the front end very soft so it can go over bumps without it jumping in the air. And then if it does leave, if the tires leave the ground, we got the rebound stiffness very stiff so it shoves the tire back down on the ground quickly. Obviously for traction. And then roll center, I've got it. This helps the car twist a little bit. If you go way over here, the car will just loop. Could swing this over this way. Might help it turn in better. Coming into the corner, we'll try it. Just see how it feels. And then on the front, we got the front canards or the front wing shoving very hard on the front end to hold the front tires against the pavement so we can make corners. And on the rear wing, it's barely doing anything. It's pretty much flat. It only not at this rating here, at this pound rating, it only knocked 1 mile per hour off the top speed, so it's barely doing anything at all. And then the brakes we've already adjusted. We can double check them. 83.8, 215. It's a little worse, better. Better but worse, so I think we'll keep it where it was. And the rear diff, we got it fairly tight, so when I hit the throttle, it's going to lock both tires to spin together quickly. You want a little slack in there, so when you jam the gas pedal, it didn't just shock the tires and bust them loose. It will anyway, but you can make it worse. And on decel, we got it a little tight, so that helps the car slow down when you're at high speed and you're on the brakes and trying to slow down. So just do a little practice. I'm not going to qualify this time. We'll just start in the back or wherever it randomly puts us. Go from there. Might make it interesting, I think. Alright, computer, it put me in the dirt in the first corner. Let's put some heat in these back tires. Roberto. Perfectly wedged in there. Race is about to start. Grab a gear. Grab another gear. We're really cooking. Alright. Good practice. We got a lot accomplished there, I think. Good, it's going to be a large field. Up door is the famous Mellonpopr. Does my reputation precede me? Have we gone big time? And they're running soft tires, hard, stock, sport. Yep. Crossbow. These things handle like nuts. They don't have much top end, but they can be really good on twisty. He's running race tires, but the hard version. Old school Porsche 924, a Chaparral. This guy's gonna win. That car's 4 seconds faster than every car, just automatically. You can be a lousy driver and still win with that car. That's the meta car. A lot of people get hate for running that car because not everybody, but a lot of people know that it's just, might as well enter a cheat code. It's just, they really shouldn't have put it in the same class as these cars. It's a different animal. You got big old stilts on the back and a 4-foot wing. Thor, did you get rained on?
Whoa.
Big field, there's gonna be a lot of wrecks, I have a feeling. We'll just take our time here. Tires are super cold.
Oh man.
At least you guys are gentle.
That curb's terrible. Knocks you off the road every time. We're up into third place. This car behind me is a Elemental. They're super good handling cars. They just don't have a lot of top end. Running in third place already. Doing alright. As long as we don't get knocked off the road, we'll do good. See if we can draft behind this guy. Yeah. Should be able to catch him pretty easy. Okay, Lola, don't kill me yet. Too young to die. There's Roberto. Turn, baby. Did run off that corner. Really good one. Way too wide here. I have to remember that corner. It's just very slippery there. Okay, dude, you're driving right through me.
Oh.
It's an easy place to run off the road. I gotta watch out for these guys.
Excuse me. Oh. Hey, buddy. Sorry. That's my fault.
Ah, come on, dude. Stay in your lane. Pick a lane, dude. Any lane.
Come on, car. Pull me.
Draft off this guy and see if we can catch these other ones. Stay on the inside this time. Don't go so darn wide. Okay, I got a little too eager there. No traction control. Gotta remember that. Ease into the throttle. Oh, he really yanked the wheel there, didn't he? Went from the far outside to the inside. We got time. I think we can catch back up. It might take a little while. I forgot I adjusted that roll center offset on the front. Seems to be helping a little bit. Feels like it's a little easier going to the corners. It's not having to scrub the front tires as much. I'm not used to it yet, so I'm oversteering a little bit. Here we go. Let's get a little draft off the Prost. Catching back up a little bit, I think. Woo-wee. I think we're doing pretty good. We're up 8/10 over our previous best lap. So tires are up to temp. Getting used to the track. I like new car tune up. There's fourth place.
Oh, we did this one.
Did not hit that curb. It's about 2 inches tall, and you'll just smack the side of your rim against it, and it just stops you from turning, bounces you, and everything else. See if we can get a good run off this corner and catch these guys. That's about as good as you could do. I slowed down a little too much there, but not too bad. Trying to reel these guys in. He went too wide there. It's a drag race. Having no rear wing angle has its advantages. Don't hit the curb. So we can carry a little more speed through here. About 100, 105 maybe. Really good exit, 125. Let's try to carry a little more speed here. Hey Alex, who's a real race car driver? That would be me, buddy. That's what I did for a living for 10 years. Professionally, and then I did it, as just amateur stuff before that. Since I was 15. Mostly drag racing, but I did do some autocross and some road course here and there. I used to tune and build race cars. I have a company called Mellon Racing. You can look it up on YouTube. I've got a YouTube channel called Mellon Racing or Mellon Tuning. You could find it either way, probably. It's got a ton of customers' cars that I tuned and built for them. I sold parts, the whole thing. Had a shop in Central America, Panama, and one in Virginia Beach, one in Mississippi, and Memphis, Tennessee. Moved around the country, flew around the country. Good times. A little slow through there, but safe. Yeah, we were 2.2 seconds slower that lap. I'm sure just looking at chat and stuff, I usually slow down a little bit to make sure I stay on the road, you know? We're up 3/10 over the best lap. A little squirrely. Slaughtered him on that corner. Too wide. We worked it out though. We'll keep it in third here. There we go. Whoa. The Forza handling, it's pretty good. I think a set of Corsa Evo is a little better. The good thing about Forza is it does give you some audio cues that are really helpful in lieu of not being able to feel the car. And my long-term goal is to get a seat mover of some sort, you know, like a sim rig, so I can feel the car, you know, losing traction. Also want to get some little I don't know what you would call them, rumblers or something for the pedals. One for the gas pedal, so I can tell when the wheels are spinning, and you know, being rear-wheel drive. Then you would know the wheels shaking, you know. And also one for the brakes, so you can feel when it's locking up, not just listen for it. But the good thing about Forza is the audio cues are pretty good. If you listen closely, that first squeal you hear, the high-pitched squeal, that's the front tires at 100% grip. And you turn and you hear, that's 100% grip. So if you turn further than that, now you're just scrubbing your tires. You're going to make them hot. The second squeal here is the rear tires entering the corner. They follow the front, so stands the reason they'll always squeal second. And they are a deeper pitched tone. You got a and then a little bit different. And if you pay attention, you can tell when your car's at peak grip, and you know you need to ease up. So sometimes I might go around a corner and you might see me kind of saw the wheel like that. That's where I'm hitting peak grip, and it starts slipping and I'm regaining traction to find that peak grip again. And you can feel it in the feedback on the wheel. When you're at peak grip, the wheel will feel heavy because you got the whole contact patch of the tire laying flat against the surface. If you oversteer, now the angle of the tire against the surface is not that great. So I think it's really good for that. But a set of Corsa Evo, you can feel all the little dips in the road, the undulations. And Forza, it feels kind of just like a flat road all the time almost, except for the corners, obviously. I mean, you can feel a little vibration in the road, like there's bumps and stuff, but the fine detail's not there. Instead of Corsa Evo, my wheel, I could feel it doing this as the tires are going, you know, independent of each other, doing different things. And it really lets you know what the chassis is doing. So I think it's a little better in that respect. But and also Le Mans Ultimate, I just got that the other day and been trying it out. There's 40 seconds left in the race, so the guy behind me is trying to pass me. We'll give it the beans here and see if we can put some distance on him. I've been talking a lot. See if we can leave him out of this corner. If we get it right, it'll be fast. Yeah, we're gone. That was a good race, though. Good race, gentlemen. Enjoyed it. That was a good race. So some games, oh, that's okay. Some games, yeah, we did okay. 2:11 lap time. Without traction control, without ABS, and no wing on the back doing anything, so that's fun. Oh, you're Australian. Oh no, not like Max Verstappen. No, I'm not on that level. I was a privateer, you know. I didn't have sponsors. I enjoyed not having sponsors, and I had a couple companies approach me. They'd always show up at the racetrack when there was like a huge competition going on, you know, for a big prize or something. Then the sponsors would show up and they'd come up running up to your car with a huge sticker. Can we put the sticker on your car? I'm like, for what? What have you done for me? And they're like, oh, well, we'll pay your entry fee. Like, the entry fee isn't shit. What are you talking about? How about tires, fuel, you know, broken motors, clutches? How about that? Help me with that stuff. You know, they want to put a big old Havoline was the last one that did it. It's a Havoline motor oil. I was in Central America at Panama at the drag strip. We had a 927 horsepower Evo 7 that I built and tuned and raced. There's a video of me somewhere on the internet. I'll pull it up for you real quick. But anyway, they were trying to sponsor me there at the last second, and my buddy was like, "Oh, you should just take the money and put the sticker on." I'm like, "Bro, I don't want to advertise for some company that's a Johnny come lately." Pull up my desktop here. I've got a couple YouTube channels. Don't really advertise them, but they're out here. Yeah, exactly. Give me a car, and then yeah, here, I'll turn my desktop on so you can see what I'm looking at here. Take it a second to show up, but let's see. Yeah, Melon Tuning's the old channel. Let's see. This is my this is the 927 all horsepower Evo 7 that we built. Racelab Motorsports is the name of the shop that we had in Central America. I set up the dyno and everything there, and we dyno tune cars. So that's an Evo 7. You can see it has a parachute on the back. Remove before flight. Got a little pin you got to pull out so the chute will work. And we ran some little bitty 15-inch wheels with real tall tire, tall sidewall. Has more give to it. And then these are 4 slicks. It's all-wheel drive. Had a big wing on the back. The car was called the Myth because people were like, "Oh, that car's not really that fast. It's never been to the track, blah, blah, blah." So we're like, Gary was my partner there. His Racelab Motorsports is his company, and he flew me down there and housed me and stuff and had me tune all the cars. And he used to buy all his parts from my company. This was actually his Evo 7, and then all the parts he bought from me, and then he installed them, and I went down there and tuned it for him, set up his dyno. He had a all-wheel drive dyno jet dyno. Fantastic facility down there. So, and he worked for Mellon Racing, my company, as a sales person as well. So, equal length ram horn looking headers, big tile wastegate, big tile blow off valve, and we had it's a 4-cylinder, so you got 1, 2, 3, 4. We had these really high energy CDI box to ignite the fuel, because we were running like 50 pounds of boost on a 4-cylinder to get 927 horsepower to all 4 wheels. So this little 4-cylinder was making over 1,000 at the motor. Tiny little radiator, lightweight. We only need it to stay cool for about 10 seconds. So that's me right there. I got a helmet on, so you can't really tell much, but that's me driving in the Mitsubishi Evo. And the car in the other lane is a Nissan GTR, one of the new ones, the R35s. It had 1,000 horsepower. So the horsepower was similar, but Evo 7's lighter than a R35. So, but I had to shift the car. This is a 5-speed, so I got to let the clutch out, bang the gears, can't miss a gear, hit the perfect RPMs. The R35's got a electronic automatic shifter, so it's just dun, 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 dun. There's no delay between shifts. Now, I did not let off the gas pedal. Once I let the clutch out, it stays on the floor, and when it's time to shift, I keep the gas on the floor and just blip the clutch for a split second, long enough to let me jab. It's called power shifting, where you actually never let off the gas like you normally would. We got a little fire suppressor down here, system and stuff. But anyway, that's me. He got us off the line. Yeah, we put a bus length on him. I actually almost crashed here at the end of the track. A couple cars that went right before me, a couple cars that went right before us, the tower did not wait until the track was clear. These guys stopped at the end of the track to look at the time slicks and chat with each other at the end of the track with us going 150 miles an hour. I almost pulled this parachute. You can't see it there, but I had to go around him. It actually ripped the front bumper off the car, the carbon fiber lip. Ripped it clean off. Yeah, there we are. Yeah, man, we whooped them. That's a 1,000 horsepower car. That was built by AMS in Chicago. They had that car turned up so hot to win this championship that they AMS told them you could run that motor. You could make 35 passes, and that's it. You need to change the motor after that. I was like, what? Dude, we had this 2-liter in here at 55 pounds of boost for 3 or 4 years. Never even opened it up. I mean, it was bulletproof. We had the tune I had a standalone computer on that one, so I could make it do exactly what I wanted it to do. And I put a bunch of safety in it, so if it ever detonated or pinged, it would pull a bunch of ignition timing and reduce the boost and lower the power so it didn't blow itself up. Yeah, so that's the. And you can see this track it's basically abandoned airport, and that's why they just had a flagger instead of a light, and that's why it's so dirty. So even with 4 slicks, you can see it was just boiling the tires. Another customer car. So yeah, that's Monster Speed is the guy that did the video for us. He was a pretty cool guy. I had a good time hanging out. I lived in Panama in Central America for about 2 years, getting the shop up and running and all that stuff. And then real quickly, I'll show you another video that's of my personal car. I think I got one in here somewhere. Oh, there's me at the track. This is my Evo 8. You notice the logo. So this was the opening day of Richmond's dragway. So there was like 1 billion people there, and you could only make one pass the whole day. I was there hours and hours, and I think I made 2 or 3 passes actually, if I remember correctly, and that was it. There all day, and it was a bunch of street cars. And so when the drag cars like mine came out with 4 drag radials on it, the rubber had already been chewed up by the street tires. But so it did a lot of spinning. This car would spin in 3rd gear from a roll, all 4 tires, and it was crazy fast. It made 790 to the wheels on a dyno jet. I think it made 750 to the wheels on a Mustang dyno. They're more stingy reading for those of you that know what a Mustang dyno is and a dyno jet. They read a little differently. You could basically take a dyno jet number and subtract 75 and you'll be pretty close to. Yeah, so that's me. That I called my car the Silver Bullet because it was silver. I thought it was kind of catchy. And there we have like a 60s GTO, probably a Chevrolet 400 or a Pontiac 400. Muscle car. So I let him leave first, and we just to show people the difference in this car and what people think is a fast car.
Oh my god, that's so cute.
It's in Virginia, so everybody's very southern sounding. So this is the difference in a fast car and a very fast car. I actually got kicked off the track. They were upset because I went too fast and didn't have enough safety equipment. I didn't have a roll cage, and I had a helmet, but I didn't have a roll cage. This car didn't have 4 slicks. I ran 4 drag radials, and I daily drove it to work like that. It's a Subaru STI in the other lane. Somebody said 1033, baby. So the car would have went 9s, but it just spun so bad. The track was just all chewed up. So yeah, 1033 at 147 1/4. And it says tower out for today. Too fast, no safety. So I thought that was pretty funny to get kicked out of the track for going too fast at a racetrack. Yeah, hit me up if you want to add a. The username is Mellonpopr7067. So if you want to add me on Forza or Xbox app.
There you go.
Yeah, low to mid 10s, and you have to keep in mind this was a street car. I drove it every day to work. At one time, I had an IT job. I did that for 30 years, and so I had a corporate IT job, and I would drive from North Mississippi into Memphis, 45-minute one way on the highway, back and forth every day in that car with the race clutch and drag radials on it every day. I just didn't care. I loved driving that car. So it wasn't a trailer queen. It never was on the trailer. You can see my logo there, Mellon Racing. Probably see it on the video here. You can see how bad it spun. So this car was too fast for autocross and road course. The turbo was so big it'd be laggy, you know. It was a little too radical. So yeah, Mellon Racing. There we go, baby. So yeah. So when I say a real race car driver, most of what I did was drag racing, but I did do some autocross and other stuff too. Yeah. Whole bunch of cars. These guys in France, Revs Engineering, they used to buy tunes. I did a lot of remote tuning. So we would have customers all around the world. Here's a a video of me and a Viper racing. Little street pull. That's a 97 GTS. I'm doing a top speed run. About 170. I went to turn the camera and I hit the off button. And then we reran it. I gave him the hit just to see if he could get away from me. And he's got drag radials on the back, so he's heating them up. So I gave him the hit, meaning I give him the leave. He gets to leave first, and then I react to his leave. He was going a weird speed. I was too fast for first, but too slow for second. So as soon as I hit the gas, I had to shift. And that car had some, the Viper had some mods to it. And I just let off. Once I knew I had him, I was like, nah, we don't need to go 200 miles an hour. Yeah. I used to have a forum called racevideoforums.com. Before YouTube, we used to upload our racing videos there. That's back when I did a lot of street racing and stuff. But anyway, back to the game. Yeah, low to mid 10's pretty respectable. Especially, you know, this was 2006. I was the king of the street in Memphis for about 10 years, undefeated. A bunch of shops would bring trailer queens out there with fuel cells. They couldn't even drive the car to the race spot. They had to trailer it. Wasn't street legal cars. And I normally didn't care about racing full-on race cars. I was more into street cars. But I obliged them with a race and then whipped their ass. So when they left, they didn't even talk to me. And one of my friends said, "You know what they said about you?" And I was like, "What?" And he said, "They said that car cannot be beat on the street." Because they knew how fast their car. It was like a 9-second. I think they trapped like 168 in the quarter at the track, which is about 1,000 horsepower. So even though they had more power than me, they weren't able to apply it to the ground as quickly as I could with the all-wheel drive on the street. A couple friend requests here. Kailani. Get into this. This wheel always tries to come loose. Or yanking it back and forth, I guess. Let's see. A bunch of cars here. Alright. I think we'll go ahead and qualify. Check the tune-up, make sure everything's working pretty good. think I'm gonna put a little roll offset on the front. That seemed to help it in the last race. I'm gonna add a little more and help it turn in because it does push a hair. But the roll offset really helps the car twist. That should help it turn into a corner better. Don't have to go easy on the turning, but it could help on a twisty track like this. I just I had a couple sausage biscuits and part of a banana so far. So how about you? Do you have anything good for breakfast? Kind of a light breakfast this morning. I've got to go to the grocery store, but I'm trying to hold on to my money as long as I can. I've got a guy that's supposed to be fixing my Jeep for me, but man, he's got something going on in his personal life, and now it's just sitting there waiting on a part, making it difficult for me to do business without a vehicle right now. So I'm really it's going to be terribly expensive to fix the Jeep, I'm afraid. One of the cylinder heads melted down when the Jeep overheated. So I gotta buy a whole new cylinder head, valves, springs, retainers, and then all the labor. He's gonna do it for me. I'm just kind of overworking on. I like working on race cars. I don't like working on my own street car. It's a pain in the ass to work on that Jeep. So I thought I'd let this guy do it for me. He gave me a time frame, but he's nowhere near that. He's got some personal stuff going on and everything's delayed. Meanwhile, I can't earn an income without a vehicle, so quite the dilemma. But we try not to panic about it. Worrying never changed a thing, so try not to. I think that roll set changed pretty good. Hey, Damper. How you doing, bud? Racing's going pretty good this morning. The lobbies have been kind of quiet. Not many people on, earlier. But it's kind of getting there. I can scoop you up on the next race if you want to. If you're done with your race and want to join me, I can send you an invite. Just remind me. Sometimes I get sidetracked after a race and forget what I'm supposed to be doing. What car are you driving today, Damper? Good qualifying. The car felt good. Do a little warm up. Okay. Yeah, it took me a couple races. I was really, I was struggling, man. I've been trying the Lola without traction control and without the rear wing and no ABS, just very raw, you know. And it's a handful when you wake up in the morning. You're kind of blurry eyed and not used to it kicking out on you, and it's like, oh boy, struggle bus. But I'm kind of sorting it out. Oh, race is starting right now. So this will probably be over in about 10, 15 minutes or something like that. Maybe you'll be warmed up by then. Good stretch. About time for a haircut. It's getting long. Alright, fuel. A little splash of fuel on top of that. It says we can do a 144 lap. Yeah, 144.2. Let's see, our qualifier was 152 instead of 144, so there's more in it. We should be at the front of the pack because a lot of these guys didn't qualify, at least in our class, group 4 S class. There we are. Boogity, boogity, boogity. See, we got some viewers on Twitch and YouTube and TikTok today. We're streaming to all three. Hello and welcome to the stream. Glad to have you guys and gals. Looks like we had 125 viewers on TikTok earlier. Viewers on. Let's check in YouTube's. Got some thumbs up on the videos. Appreciate that. Helps with the algorithm. Yeah, looks like we've had 47 viewers on YouTube so far. TikTok had some more viewers come through, but they don't really hang around and they don't chat. I don't think I'm what they're looking for. Alright. Other class gets to go first. Here's my class. We're in the front. I don't know why this guy's trying to push me off the road here. Golly, man, these guys are terrible. What the fuck is this guy's problem? That guy's terrible. His car's already all beat up because he's been hitting people. Funner 57. Maybe he doesn't like the USA or something. But he drives like a jackass. Yeah, he yanked the wheel over to knock me off the road. Weird behavior. Uncalled for. Right off the rip, he just started easing me off the road. Maybe because I'm in first, was qualified first. Maybe that's why he was doing it. Because he knew I was his biggest competition. We'll get around him and we'll just leave him in the dust. That'd be the best thing. Funner57 with a wrecked up Ferrari. Watch this guy in the Ferrari here, Funner57. He'll try to run you off the road. Yeah, we'll just leave him behind. You know, it's real tempting to retaliate against people like that, but it's like kicking a hornet's nest. And then they're just even worse. So it's best just to leave them in the dust. Paul Walker. He's still alive. Bunner, you sound as retarded as you drive. Hit the gas, guys. Coming up on third place. That's an aerial atom in front of us. Super fast little car. If I were going to buy a car that was just for autocross and road course, something like that would be perfect. All business. There's nothing on that car that slows it down, you know, other than maybe the reverse lights or something. All business. And I would absolutely drive it to work every once in a while, just because I could. See if I can draft behind him. Pick up a little speed. He's fast. Got some traffic blocking us. Maybe they'll get out of the way eventually. slow in the corners, which is odd for that car. It should be really fast in the corners. So I think he's put all his points into speed and forego the handling. Yeah, he's struggling in the corners. Slowing way down. Hey, buddy in the aerial, Adam, can I get around you, please? See if we can get him to just get out of the way so I don't have to wreck him to get out of the way. He's clearly holding me up. He's fast in the straights. Running me off here. I'm gonna lose patience with this guy in a minute. I'm supposed to move out of the way for blocking traffic. This is ridiculous. See how much faster I am in the corners? I'm going to leave him behind in this section, I think. Yeah, he's holding me up bad. That allowed first and second place to get away. Corvette Stingray, mid-60s, catching up with second place now. A little wide there. We'll work it out though. More of a drift than a turn there. First place is going to be hard to catch. He's way, 1,000 feet. guy's a good driver. He's taking a good line. Alright, let's go after first place. I got 7 minutes to get it done. That's not a lot of time. Tires are starting to wear a little bit. It's not taking the corners quite as well as it was. Oh. Yeah, tires are getting slippery. Really good exit speed there. Try to keep that momentum up. Got him down to 400 feet. 450. 550. That's him right there in front of me. That's first place. Got 5.5 minutes or 5 minutes left now. Okay, I'm getting too eager. I need to slow down a little bit. Oh, he screwed up. He might have been watching me in the rear view and got distracted. Okay, he's on race tires. I'm on street tires or sport tires. So he's running super sticky tires, and that gets you way out in front of people early, but eventually your tires are worn out and you get caught. And now he's got a pit, so it's game over for him. I think we just locked in first place. If we got it in the bag, we just got to stay on the track. Still got one behind me, but 500 feet away. He's probably going to make a run at me in the last minute or two. Tires are not happy. Somebody's having fun, celebrating a little early. Nah, not much I can do about the Jeep right now. Just waiting on the mechanic. I think something's going on with his girlfriend. I think she's sick or something. Like bad sick. And so he's having to take care of her, and I don't think he's been in the garage for a week or two. Yeah, I thought about picking it up and taking it somewhere else, but he's so far into it with the cylinder head off and stuff. You really don't want another mechanic getting in the mix. That usually, well, you'll burn that bridge for one thing, then you don't have a good mechanic, and there's not a lot of them around here. And he's a friend of my dad's, so trying to give him some business in a way, you know. And I used him before and he took forever. And I was telling my dad, you know, like, I know he's your friend, but he sure is slow. And he agreed. He's like, yeah, he did take a long time last time too, so I don't know. It is what it is, man. I try not to dwell on it too much. Doesn't change anything. Try not to worry the guy to death about it, you know, because he's already stressed with his girlfriend being extremely sick, apparently. I'm not sure what's going on with her. Something with her stomach or something, so she's not doing good. 1 minute left. We're 1,000 feet of 1,700 feet ahead of the second place guy. That's over a quarter mile, so we're in good shape. I don't think we need to go full bore at the last bit and spin out, so just keep it consistent. Alright, I think we cinched it up. Got first place. Beat him by over 1,000 feet. That's pretty good. P1, baby. Yeah. Good stuff. 147 lap. I guess that's pretty decent. Well, for this field it was. I think we would have done even better if we didn't have that guy at the very beginning running us off the road. I guess he saw that I qualified first and didn't like that, or maybe he doesn't like the American flag. He's definitely a foreigner. When he got on the mic, he was speaking mad gibberish about something. So I'm sure he was ramming people all raised. It's like Brands Hatch. Alright. Let's see, we can invite from here. Oh yeah, I made it to S safety, the top safety finally. That took a long time. Just kept getting rammed all the time. Picking up penalties for other people's shenanigans, you know? You get warmed up a little bit, Damper? You about ready? It's gonna be Brands, looks like. Brands, or we could wait for Sebring if you like that better. That's only going to be a few minutes, but whichever. Ready? Okay. You should be able to join me at this point, but I'll send some invites to the group and see if some other people are awake at 8:15 in the USA. Oh, there's Sahil. There's Damper. I got my mic muted in the game. Let's see, who did I invite? I think I got up to about right here. Make sure we get Zaddy back in here. He's always fun to race with. And then we'll get M1K and Joker. You ready? You ready, Thor? Just install it on your phone and join us, man. I'm sure your boss at work won't care. Just tell him I approved it. I think we already got him. We need to get M1K. There we go. All the invites are out. I think we got a few minutes maybe before the race, so yeah, we got a few minutes. Give them time to join. Alright, we're live streaming to Twitch and YouTube and TikTok today, so thank you all for coming by. I think Twitch is probably going to limit the video resolution to about 720p, which is fine for a phone and a regular monitor, but if you have a very large monitor, you might want to check it out on YouTube if you've got the bandwidth for it. I believe YouTube, you could probably watch it in 1440p. I'm streaming at 3440, which is ultra wide, by 1440p. 60 frames is all they'll. I'm getting a lot more frame rate, but 60 is all they'll let me send. So if you want to see the higher quality version of it, it'll be on YouTube. But I'm also streaming on TikTok. Some people watch on the mobile phones there as well. Let's see, TikTok, we've had 125 viewers scroll through. I think we got one viewer now. Hello, TikTok. And then YouTube, looks like we got 4 on YouTube right now. And we got 5 on Twitch, I think. Alright, yeah, nice little group going this morning. It's early. Alright, 2 minutes. Let's see if anybody else is joining. Maybe just you and me, Damper. I see you brought the group skill up a little bit. Appreciate that. No, or did you bring it up or down? I can't remember. I think I was 4850 or something, wasn't I? Yeah. I think Damper's faster than I am, so that stands the reason he brought the skill up. Let's hop into brands. I don't know if anybody else coming. Oh, let me check my Xbox chat and see if anybody sent me a message. Yeah, nothing new here. All right. 2917S is yours. Okay. Yeah. I don't know what mine is. Well, what is it? 4860 currently. Yeah. But you know how it goes. You get rammed off the road, and now you're 46 and you're 45, and then you start getting in lobbies with people that really ram. It gets real bad to get too low. Oh, I need to hit open vents. Brands hatch. You want to do brands or you want to do Sebring? What do you like, Damper? Yeah, it goes up and down. Usually, for no fault of my own, it's usually just somebody else ramming me and me getting the penalty for some dumb reason. You know, Forza things. You like Sebring better? Me too. Brands only has 9 turns. It'll put me to sleep. I would like to do some more Nordschleife today sometime, if it comes around. I'm finally getting the hang of it a little bit. I ended up running like a... Oh, we lost Damper. We'll try again. Ended up running like a low 720 or something like that. 722, something like that. Let's get Damper back in here. Yeah, I got you. Alright, we'll give it another shot here. Probably work fine this time. It's just Forza things. You know, they've only had 2 or 3 years to work out the bugs in this version of Forza, and You know, they've only had about 20 years of Forza in total, so I'm sure they're still learning how to program and stuff. You know what I mean? They're new, you know, it's, you know, they got to figure things out. I like that they tell you to report rammers and penalty errors and things like that, where you get penalties for other people's bullshit. Somebody linked me to a thread about that subject, and I was like, oh, great, I got video evidence. I can show them exactly what's going on. I go, this is in the Forza Insiders program. Their little hidden developer forum. Dude, that thread had 12,500 views, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of examples for years and years and years, and it still does this crap. Like, was a thread just a placebo? They're not doing jack shit to fix anything. So we won't be waiting around for a fix. It's just not happening. I'm sure they're working on a whole different version of the game by this point, probably Forza Horizon, whatever the last one was 5, right? So they're probably working on Forza Horizon 6, if I had to guess. Let's see, was there anything I need to change? For this track, I don't think so. It's feeling pretty good. I've been adding more to the front roll center. Might try a little more. Helps it turn in, it seems. I don't have to give it so much steering input, and therefore it's not scrubbing the tires nearly as bad as it used to. It doesn't seem to help it like push any less, you know, because it's still, you're at the limitation of the tires themselves and the camber that you've got set and the angle that's hitting the tire. But let's go into practice. But it should help me from having to turn this much to make a tight turn. It'll be more like that, which should be closer to peak grip on the tire, and I won't have to oversteer to get it to turn. But if I go too far with that setting, it'll oversteer bad, so we're going to go easy with it at first. Now we've got it pretty aggressive. Just holler at me when you get on the track, Damper, if you want to. We can hit escape and then skip lap at the same time, and it should put us on the same part of the track if you want to goof around. So you got a little bit of warm-up time here anyway. Hey Damper, give me a shout when you get on the track. I'm in a practice session, but I can hit escape and skip lap, and I can get on the same part of the track with you when you're ready. Alright. Alright. Old tires. Trying to determine if I've gone too far with the roll offset center on the front. Need to give it a few laps because it's a new setting. So it's going to turn a little bit more aggressively, more easily. So we just got to be extra smooth to not oversteer.
Waiting for you at the start finish.
Okay, I'm on the back straight, so I'm coming up behind you here in a second.
Yep.
How you been, man? What's the weather doing there today? Is it cold?
No, it's not bad. I've been away fishing for a couple weeks.
Oh yeah, you said that. What kind of fish was it you were catching there?
Trouts.
Trouts. Yeah, that's good eating, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh yeah, it was pretty good.
Oh yeah. Which model Ferrari is that?
Berlinetta or something like that.
Berlinetta, yeah.
I don't even see you on my screen.
Oh really? Oh, it's doing that crap, huh? Yeah, I'm actually right behind you. Ghost car. I wonder if we both hit skip lap, if it would fix that. We could rejoin the session too. There's still 12 minutes. You want to hit escape and do a skip lap?
Yeah, I'll try that.
See if it works. If it doesn't, we can reconnect. That's no big deal. We got plenty of time. Alright, skip lap. Alright, I'm behind you again. Can you see me?
Nope.
Ghost car. Incognito. Alright, I'm going to pull us out of the session together. And then we'll just rejoin it, and it'll probably fix it. It's just a bug. Let's see. Quit practice. I'm going to hit it. Exit. Leave with group. You know, it's a brand new game, Forza. You know, we got to give them 20 years maybe. They probably get it sorted out by then.
You'd believe.
Probably still wouldn't, would they? It'd still have all these bugs. I can't tell you how many times I've been disconnected from lobby after doing fucking 15 or 20 minutes of practice and a qualifier, and then the damn thing just right when the race starts. You've been disconnected. What the hell? How do they have still not fixed that? It seems worse than ever too. I've been playing other games and I forgot about all that crap. Alright, connecting to server. Tell me again, what part you were in Canada, right? What part were you in?
I'm about 5 hours north of Montreal in Quebec.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I probably won't make it for dinner though over there tonight. A little too
Sorry?
far. I won't be able to make it to dinner tonight. It's a little too far.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I should try to pick an S-Class car.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna drive this A-Class there, but there's only one other guy.
Oh, okay.
I'll
Yeah.
pick an S-Class.
Yeah, there's 3 of us in S. Looks like. Probably
Yeah,
be
I'll
some
grab
more.
the old, good old Saleen there.
Oh no. You're gonna dust me. S7 rolls out.
Well, I haven't driven it in a while, so you might be good.
Maybe, I don't know. That thing's just got so much speed.
It's pretty good for the back straight there.
Yeah, it is. Alright, I'm gonna go into a practice. You about ready?
Yeah, I'm just joining practice now.
Okay. Skip the animation. Get on the track quick. Hopefully we can see each other this time. I bet it'll work this time. It's Forza. It's gonna work.
Oh shit.
Well, I can see you again. Can you see me?
Where are you at?
I was right behind you and I got run into somebody ran into me. I'm coming across the straight for the start finish right now. I'm right behind this guy called Xbox 360 man. He's ghosted though, you can't see him hardly. Seems like maybe it'll work when the race starts.
Yeah.
I think that's how it worked before, wasn't it? Is that how we got it working before? It showed up when we raced. Damper could be trolling me here. That'd be pretty funny. I can't see you. I can't see
No,
you.
no, I don't see you.
Meanwhile, I'm all over his screen. Yeah, I'm coming up behind you around the corner. About a corner or two behind. It does want to rotate better than it used to. That roll center offset on the front. How many fish you think you caught the other day? How many trout?
Depending on the day.
Yeah.
There's one day I went to multiple spots. I know there I got it, and I got maybe, I don't know, 25 to 30 that day.
Wow.
And then there's a day I went on the lake with my dad there for big trouts. We got 2.
Nice.
On that lake you never catch many, but when you catch one, it's a decent one.
Yeah.
So
I never did. Kentucky Lake is pretty close to me, and you know I'm in Tennessee, but Kentucky Lake runs by us, and never really caught much out there in the lake. So if you're going for catfish, you can find them.
I mainly fish for trout and walleyes.
Yeah.
Sometimes pikes.
Yeah. Did the pikes put up a pretty good fight? That's just a big long muscle, isn't it?
Oh yeah, pikes are pretty aggressive, and they get pretty big too.
Yeah. A lot of teeth, don't they?
Oh yeah.
Looks like a...
Don't put your finger there.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Yeah, that's for next weekend.
Oh,
This
okay.
weekend I'm staying home. Gonna
Yeah.
chill home with the miss there, and then next weekend I'm going with two buddies for a whole weekend of white fishing.
Oh, wow. That'll be awesome.
Oh yeah. Always looking forward to that weekend with those two friends there. Every
Yeah.
summer.
Nothing better than just hanging with the bros, man.
Yeah, something like 150 pike on the weekend, and then 150 beers also.
Yeah, you gotta keep it 1-to-1. Drink one for every fish you catch.
Fishing season's the best season.
Yeah, I miss it. My granddad had a stocked pond, and it wasn't a large pond. It was just like a little cattle pond. He had several head of cattle and a farm. And as a kid, I'd hang out there, and I did a whole lot of just a cane pole fishing, you know.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'd cast out on something, you know, a rod and reel setup, but a lot of cane fishing, just catching a lot of bluegill and stuff like that. Little fish.
Yeah, they're fun to catch also.
Yeah.
I have a pen fish rod for those little fish.
Yeah. That was a good
It's really
time.
light.
They loved the crickets. We would go get live bait, and it seemed like the crickets is what they really liked, since they would kind of bounce around on the water, you know.
See, we're not allowed every live baits around here.
Oh, really?
So, yeah,
Huh.
no, we can use like night crawlers and leeches
Oh.
that are live. But other than that, well, like I'm not allowed minnows, not like all those things.
Huh. Well, that's interesting. Is that just
Yeah, in
a
Canada,
conservation thing or something, or?
No, we're just not allowed to fish live minnows.
Huh.
Like in the winter, I can use dead minnows,
Oh. Huh. Just
but
protect.
not live.
Is that to protect the species numbers or something?
Well, I'm not sure why, honestly, but
Hmm.
it's just always been the way it is here. I know in the States you can use live minnows and all those stuff.
Yeah, we used to use worms, and
Yeah, we
Ah.
have worms.
I didn't use
We're allowed to
minnows
use
much.
Worms, leech. Yeah, I don't. I barely use night crawlers. Sometimes
Yeah.
for walleye, that's it. I just go with lures.
Yeah. My favorite lure for bass, he did have some smallmouth and some largemouth bass, some striped bass, stuff like that. And it was just a little purple worm with some
plastic,
speckle
right?
in it. Kind of rubbery.
Yeah, rubber. Yeah.
Yeah. And it had a curly tail that would kind of spin it
Yeah,
around.
grub. Yeah, I know
Mhm.
exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, and it had a lot of kind of like a metal looking flake in the
Yeah.
paint job. Oh, they loved that.
That's,
I guess I think they could see it.
multi-species.
Yeah, I think they could see that pretty well. And the kind of pond water is a little murky sometimes.
Yeah.
That thing
I'm just
always
getting
caught something.
Back used to the saline there. Oof. That
Yeah.
was rough. There's no brake on that thing.
Oh yeah, that's a challenge.
Oh no. There's no fucking brakes on there. That's pretty good with it back then. A couple of weeks ago when I played it every day, but
Yeah, don't use it, you lose it.
oh, I'm in for a treat right now.
Yeah, this first lap might be a little treacherous with everybody.
20 minutes of fighting that car. Oh yeah. Getting back into Forza. Let's go.
Yeah, I took off. Man, it must have been a couple months. I was playing a set of Forza Evo in VR, and I picked up Le Mans
It's
Ultimate.
the first
but
time I turned on my Xbox in 2 weeks.
oh wow, yeah, it's good to take a break sometimes. Touch grass, live life.
Yeah, so went and spent a couple of days at the cottage there, and that's pretty good.
Yeah, it's a good break.
Yeah.
I've been streaming quite a bit lately. I left my job. I was there 3 years, and they never did give me a raise. I was like, man, y'all don't appreciate me. I'm over it. And then Well, right before that, the Jeep blew up, so I couldn't even get to work. And I was like, you know what? They're not paying me right anyway. This is a good opportunity to find something better. So, got a lot of time on my hands at the moment, but I'm hunting for something better.
Yeah. All right, let's do this.
Boogity, boogity, boogity. Yeah, Celine looks good. I used to have a poster of one. I can't remember what color it was. It seemed like it was silver or something.
The poster I had was silver. Yeah.
Was it? It may have been the same one. It was such a cool car. I had that, the F50, and a rough Yellowbird Porsche. Probably some others, but that's what I remember. It was going really wide. M8B coming up on us. I believe that's what that is. Yeah. McLaren. Those things are really hard to beat. He's pulling on me. Hey, thank you for the follow, Swan. Appreciate you. See if we can draft on these guys.
Yo, guy with the Corvette, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Oh no. We got a rammer.
Just like completely blocked me on the straight.
Uh,
Then I got an illegal pass for that. What the fuck?
oh man, that's gross. Gross behavior, dude. First, second, third, and fourth are all together pretty much. They're getting a little rowdy up there. Front tire locked up a little bit. I about followed him off, watching him. Puts us in third, but he's not far behind. Woo, Jesus.
Sorry, mate, in the Ford GT, my bad.
Gotta stay in the rubber here. Woo. More of a drift than a turn. Tires are beginning to show a little wear. Signs of it anyway. Got on it a little too early.
Slowly getting the speed back. It's pretty good.
Getting it sorted out. Takes a while to get comfortable again, doesn't it, after you take a break? I think it's even worse when you start playing other games and you come back to this, you're like, whoa, this is different. I got into Lola for the first time after 2 months of playing a set of Corsa Evo and some Le Mans Ultimate, and was like, how the hell did I drive this thing? It had so much oversteer. It was incredible. I'm slowly easing the settings back towards that as I'm getting used to the car. But I've got a long way to go before I get anywhere near that. And I may not end up going that far with it. Seems to be pretty competitive at where I got it, so I may just leave the tune alone and stick with it a little bit. But I'm a tinkerer. I will tune the car until it runs into the ditch. Somebody had to quit. Yeah, we're down 0.3 tenths from our best lap. So that's not bad. Still pretty good lap. Best lap is a 204 so far. This part right here, I really can't carry much speed here. The tires get hot on the front and just keeps pushing out. Man, this is taking all my concentration to keep this thing on the road as these tires start wearing.
What kind of lap times are you doing?
My best is a 204.8. This one is a 205.7. So kind of in that area. How are you coming along? Pretty similar, I bet.
Running around 203.
Yeah, that's a good lap. I don't think I've run a 203 yet. If it did, it was a dirty one and it didn't count, you know. Yeah, you're catching me. You were about a 2,000 feet behind. Now you're about 1,700, 1,800, 19. Pretty similar. But I'm on the straight and you're not, so it's hard to tell sometimes. Hopefully you'll be able to see my car finally. Game wasn't rendering in the car earlier. He couldn't even see me, even though we were in the same lobby on the same piece of road. We may have a new best lap here if we can hold it together. Which suggests that there's more rubber on the track now, so even though the tires are getting worn out, more of the rubber on the track is helping the grip a little bit. Yeah, we're up 1/10 over our previous best. Not much, but just tells me I'm doing okay driving wise. A little wide here. It gave me an off track. Oh, it gave me a penalty? Like I went off track? What the hell? I just got an off-track penalty that was clearly on the track. I don't know what the hell that was. Forza things.
Yeah, penalties in that game are crazy.
A little out of shape there. it does give you a penalty like that, that means that lap time's invalidated, so it kind of sucks. I didn't really get to see what I ran. We're up 4/10 over the previous lap, so yeah, the grip is getting better. Despite the tires getting slicker. Starting to run low on fuel. That helps a little bit too, reducing the weight. Up 2.5 tenths. Lost a little bit of time back there. We'll see if we can make it up. Up almost a half a second now. Trying to stay in the rubber this time. Still 4.5. Didn't count for some reason. Must have clipped a corner somewhere. Only got a couple of minutes left. We got plenty of tire left, so we're gonna give it the beans here and see if we can improve on our best lap. Just for fun. Not gonna catch first and second.
Catching up to me.
Oh, fresh tires.
Fresher tires now.
Yeah. I noticed my lap times are consistently a little bit better each lap now. I think there's more rubber on the track.
Yeah,
so maybe it'll be alright. Yeah, maybe it'll be alright.
I don't know if I'll catch you, man. I've been trying to reel you in for like 5 laps now.
You're coming.
The Emperor's a handful.
That penalty might give me the win over you, but I don't think I'll catch you.
I'm trying to stay on track.
Just trying to close the distance.
I'm in traffic now, so you guys are probably going to catch up a little bit.
Yeah, we're catching on you, Mellon.
I'm out of traffic and on the straight, so it's going to look like I'm getting far ahead, but I'm actually not. Just on the straight. Coming up on the start-finish line now. Oh shit. Squirrely. Gee. That was a little sketchy. Let's take it easy. There's only 30 seconds left. My shifter's screwing up. Didn't want to shift. Looks like the steering wheel reset itself. Does that sometimes. I don't know if it's just the telemetry coming into it screwy or what. Good race, gentlemen. Enjoyed it.
Good race, guys.
Good race, man.
I think we got third or fourth. I'm not sure where I am.
What were you driving?
Third. Yeah.
Ford GT40. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that car's fast.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't have pitted. I think that's what killed me.
Yeah, I run the sport tires to avoid the pitting.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing in multi-class too. Avoiding pitting at all costs.
Oh, does it actually work better with the sport tires?
Yeah, in multi-class.
Yeah, you just don't have to pit. It's not going to be as grippy as, you know, a soft tire, a race tire, but...
You'll have to drive differently, but
if you can manage it. I think it's. There's a couple freaks out there, man. They can run the race tires with the same car I use, and they'll just put
They'll do the
3,000,
whole race.
4,000
I don't
feet.
know.
Yeah, on the
Oh yeah,
soft
like the guy
tires.
in first place.
Mm-hmm. Oh, did he pit?
It's a good circuit.
Oh no, I don't like this one. It's 1,000 tight technical turns. It's made for short cars.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
I like the Nordschleife, but I just don't like that one. It's got so many negative bank corners and stuff. It's pretty, but it's just terrible. Magella
I'll
opens
be
up in
back
a
in
few
like
minutes.
yeah, I'll be back in like 2-3 minutes.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go to the restroom and take out the trash. I'll be back in just a minute, guys.
Yep.
Alright, I'm going to put us in here, Damper. And then I'll be back in just a second. Alright, I'll scoop you up here in a second, Damper. Good old Forza. Built on bugs, apparently. Wrapped around bugs. I'll invite the whole group. If anybody wants to race with us, just add this name in your Xbox app, Mellonpopr7067. I'm on PC, but it does have cross-play, so if you have an Xbox, that will work. Here's Damper.
Hey.
I'm inviting
Of course,
the
I
group.
went back to an A safety rating for those 2 collisions with that guy.
Ah, you're kidding me. It's so sensitive about that, and I can't believe they can't figure that out these days.
Yeah.
If you're taking the correct line and you get run off the road, how hard is it for them to program it to give the penalty to the one that ran you off the road? That's just stupid.
Then you gotta work so hard to get back to that
Yeah.
class.
They'll take it away in a heartbeat, but yeah, it's a lot of work to get it back.
Doesn't really matter. I think there's not enough people playing that you still end up with
Yeah, you get a
still end up
randoms.
with people that are B and C class in your lobbies anyway.
Yeah, it don't really matter. It is what it is.
Like we don't get a whole lobby with just A
No.
class or
No, I don't think that's ever
we
happened.
never get that. No.
Maybe when the game was brand new or something, when there was like 1 billion people trying to play at the same time.
Maybe then.
Yeah. There's Mark and Phoenix. Looks like their mics are muted, I think, for now. We're going to go to Mugello, something.
Yeah, that
Mugello.
track.
The
Magilla
one-
Gorilla.
There he is. What's up, dude?
What up?
It's just getting a little racing in this morning. How you doing?
I'm chilling. Where's Matt? You seen him?
I haven't seen him yet. I'll invite him again just in case he missed it. Zeddy back.
Yeah. He usually up around this time.
Is he? Okay. Well, I'm trying to find him in the list. It's in here somewhere now.
Hey, let me grab.
Yeah, there he is. And we'll, sensing went offline. Wonder if his lost power or internet or something. He was mid speech and it just lost him. So I have seen it say offline before, and people are actually online. So we'll send an invite anyway. We got time, Magello. Yeah, we got 10 minutes to enter the race.
All right, I'm good now.
Oh, okay. I sent Zaddy another invite just in case he's
He
around.
probably ain't even. He probably ain't up.
Yeah.
Yeah, cause he ain't even online.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I don't know of anybody else that's on the way, so I think we'll go ahead and load in.
All right.
Mugello.
Yeah. We'll still
Mugello.
work on that tune.
Mugello pudding pots. What are you going to change on the S7? What are you going to change on the S7 damper?
Oh, I might try a different car.
Oh, yeah. It's a big change.
Magillo.
Yeah. Been working on a bunch of A-class car, and I kind of feel like driving one of those.
Gotcha. I think Mark's in a different class. He's in B currently.
I've got a couple of those too, but
No, Mark brought out the Celine. He's in the S class too now. Just you in A class right now, damper, but we got 11 minutes before the actual race starts. So there'll be some more come in for sure.
no, if not, I can switch car at the end. There's 11 minutes, so
Yeah, there'll be some more show up, I'm sure.
I'm still selecting.
All right. I'm gonna go into a practice and kind of scoot around the track and get familiar with it. See some people watching on Twitch and YouTube and TikTok. Good morning. Welcome aboard. All right, game. Put me in the dirt. First corner. Yep. There's Mark. The S1 rolls out.
Yeah, let's try that.
Just about locked up the brakes there. I've been adding some positive roll center offset to the front, so I don't have to steer nearly as much. It's not scrubbing the tires as much as it was. I'm kind of liking it. It takes some getting used to though. It's easy to oversteer. Coming for you, Mark. Give me that draft. Very similar lap times, 2 flat. Maybe one of those other races will finish before this one starts and a bunch of people will dump in. See if we can go flat out there. Woo! Not this time. I shouldn't have goosed it there. I don't know why I did that. We're up 2/10 over our best lap so far. Up a half a second now, 5/10. A little slow through there. Up 1.5 seconds. Up 2 seconds almost. That's a good lap, 158.3. I think that's pretty good. Just trying to be super smooth. Mark did a 158 as well. And it's going to be a good race. wait on Mark. Oh, he changed cars. Woo, coming in hot. I'll stay off the paint.
That's it.
Celebratory lap. It's a really fast field of cars there. Be a good race. Yeah, got the fuel right. It says we could run a 153 with a 9. I think we ran some 154s or something. Can't remember now. Hello Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok. We're streaming all three right now. Welcome to the fold. Damper's got all the top speed. Mark's got all the handling. I'm going for a more acceleration oriented and handling. Phoenix is going for speed. Lots of ways to get around the track quickly. All works out pretty similarly.
Right behind you, Mellon.
All right. The elementals don't like to share the road. They got tons of grip, so they love pushing people out of the way. Look how fast he's going around there. Holy crap. They just got way more grip. Yeah, that guy's long gone already. Little toy car. Woo! Got on the paint on the brakes. Let's go, Damper.
Yeah, I got straight line.
That's like a roll on, dude. I got no wing on this thing, basically. You still walking me so
I've
fast.
got no wing either.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. I've got, I think about maybe a couple 100 pounds of downforce on the rear.
Oh,
So
I've
it's-
got no rear wing at all.
Yeah, I had mine at 0, and then I ended up moving it up just a hair because it helped with the lateral G's without sacrifice. Well, it sacrificed 1 mile per hour, you know. So I felt like that was worth it to pick up another part of a G, you know, on the lateral. But just on the back, I do have the front all the way up, so it's a lot of downforce on the front tires so it'll bite. Since that doesn't usually make any difference with top speed. Not on this car anyway. That's clean through there. I like that.
Yeah, I just spent 1 gallon there. 2
Yeah.
gallons.
Uh-huh. What poor fuel pump. Must be going through hell right now. You ever seen the video of a Top Fuel dragster fuel pump out of the car and see how much fuel it pushes out? It's incredible. They really do burn gallons of fuel at idle. $11,000 horsepower problems, you know? Smooth as fast.
Pretty tight. I'm not gaining that much. 0.1
Yeah.
second.
Yeah, pretty similar. Probably just comes down to the angle of the dangle on these corners. Staying in the rubber and all that. Yeah, very similar. Trying to carry a little more speed. Not quite close enough to draft, but we're getting close. In some parts of the track. Now we should be able to draft. Within 100 feet we can draft. Try to stay close to him here. It's a drag race. Give me that draft. I'll hook a tow rope to you.
You've got some work to do for P1.
Yeah. That little elemental is it looks so crazy fast going through the twisties. It's like, whoa, that guy's gonna be gone. You could tell. Some people just have that magic tune-up and ability. The good thing is nobody cheats in video games, so I'm sure it's not that. Sensing must be out smoking a doobie. Try to go a little faster through here. Whoa, no, maybe not. Maybe we shouldn't. Maybe we should just drive our race. I got a little squirrely there. A little sketchy. Fun, but sketchy.
Halfway.
Yep. All the soft tire guys are having to pit. That's probably why that guy got so damn far ahead of us. Smooth as fast, smooth as fast. Every time I try to go faster, I'm not smooth and I slow down.
Exactly, I can't push much more. I've still got some, but not much.
Yeah, same here.
I'm
It'll
trying
go.
to be good on my tires.
Yeah. It is nice to have some tires left at the end of the race. Nothing worse than getting past and you can't do anything. There's no way you could go faster when the tires are done. People just sail away. Oh, you got out of striking distance. Lost the draft. Oh, hello there. Hello, sir. It's a good looking car you got there. Got the navy
Yeah, I
blue.
went deep on turn 1.
Oh, our boy quit. What happened?
I'm not sure.
Weird, huh? He was definitely out ahead, wasn't he?
Oh yeah.
Huh. I guess he got bored of just blowing everybody's doors off. Maybe he turned the cheats off. He's like, I'm too fast. They're on to me. An elemental with on long straights leaving us was pretty crazy.
Yeah, on the long straights like that.
Yeah, that really shouldn't have happened. When he went around the corners earlier and I was watching him, I was like, good lord. It was just stupid fast looking. Like, they got no gravity or something? Probably wasn't cheating, but damn, it looked weird. Mark's still hanging with us. He's just waiting for us to make a mistake. Yeah, good race, Mark. No. One flub, one little mess up, and he'll be all over us. Starting to feel the tire wear a little bit. but the rubber's getting better on the track, so be alright. As long as we stay in
That
the
truck
rubber.
is getting quick.
Yeah, just gotta stay in the rubber. That seems to be the key.
Not like that.
Not exactly like that. There's not a whole lot of rubber in the dirt. Dirt, McGirt. Give me that draft. We're still pulling a little bit. When I shifted, you picked up about 5 to 10 feet. A little slow on the shifts. I'm hugging the inside. Whoa, eager beaver. I'm trying to lull you into a false sense of security, Damper. At the 2-minute mark, I'm gonna give it the beans. And probably wreck. That's usually how it goes.
When you try to push too much.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it. It's a nice drive.
We're getting to that part of the race where the tires are fun.
Yeah. The rear end likes to step out a little bit more, especially if I get out of the rubber. Too soon. Alright, I'm going to reach back behind the seat and turn on my nitrous bottle now. Tires be damned. Picked up an off-track penalty. I'm pretty sure I was on the track. Weird. May have had one tire off or something maybe, but it definitely wasn't all the way off. Don't worry, I got penalties. You're still in first.
Oh well.
It happens.
I went a little wide.
Yeah, I saw that.
Not too bad though.
Nah. Not much grip out there though. Good race. I think this'll be it. You'll just fly right past me on the straight probably. Oh, I got away from you. There you come.
Yeah.
Go be close. I think you got me. Yeah, you got me. I'm pretty sure. Good race, dude. Good race, Mark.
That was a fun one.
Yeah. Yeah, you got me.
You had a better lap time though. You did a 1:55, 1 second better.
Yeah, probably on a draft or something because you were ahead of me, you know? Good race. We were taking wildly different lines sometimes, and you could still make it stick. I was like, that's not a great line, and you'd make it stick anyway. I was like, what? Surprised me a few times.
Probably in that last part of the track there.
Mm-hmm.
Last part of the track, I got a pretty special line there.
Yeah, it's working. It's getting hot in here. Muggy. After that rain, I got the windows open. See if I can open this hallway door a little bit. Be right back. I'm getting kind of tired. I think I'm going to take a break. Been streaming about 3.5 hours already.
Yeah, it's probably getting close to lunch now.
Yeah,
No, not right now.
about 10 a.m. here, but I've been up since, I don't know, 6 or something, I guess. Not crazy early, but a little bit. Alright, I'll catch up with you later. If I get back on, I'll send you some invites, guys.
Yeah, I might be on during the afternoon.
Okay.
I'll see.
Alright, man. Take it easy. Have a good day.
All right. You too.
Thanks. Alright. Well, appreciate everybody stopping by. I think we're going to end her there for now. Don't forget to follow and subscribe if you haven't already. We'll probably play some first-person shooter games. Maybe some Battlefield 2042. Door open, I forgot. Don't want to wake anybody up. Alright. Alright, GG's. We'll see you next time.